Thank you very much. That was Soaring Above the Clouds by James Swearingen. We're going to continue now with Firestorm by Rob Grice. We're going to continue now with Character by Larry Clark. Thank you very much. That was character Larry Clark. We're going to continue now with a piece made popular by the Doors. This is Riders on the Storm. Thank you very much. That was Riders on the Storm. The next piece is actually not the Great Gate of Kiev. That was a piece from our last concert, or I should say middle school's last concert. Apologize for the program writer's mistake there. I'm disappointed to know. And we're going to continue, though, with our section solos. So we're going to start with the flutes. The flutes are going to play for you a piece made popular by the original cartoon Smurfs. This is the Morning Song. And now we're going to move to the clarinet section, and clarinets are going to play for you Algerian Dance. How about that? Not even one squeak. Good job, clarinets. Have a seat. We're going to continue now with our last woodwind section. This is the saxophones. They're going to play for you the can-can. And how about another round of applause for my colleague from the middle school, Michelle Smith, who's been teaching the saxophone lessons all year. Round of applause for Michelle Smith. I don't know if she's here tonight. Thank you. Next is the brass sections, and we're going to start with the trumpets. They're going to play for you the William Tell Overture from the, you may recognize it from the Home Ranger. Trumpet section, ladies and gentlemen, good job, Betsy. Now we're going to move to our smallest and most mellow sounding brass section. This is the French horns, and they're going to play for you Beethoven's classic from Symphony No. 9, Ode to Joy. French horns, good job. Have a seat. And now we're going to move on to our last brass section. This is the low brass down front here, and that includes our baritone players over here and our trombone. So they're going to play for you This Old Man. The little brass section, ladies and gentlemen. Great job. So for our last piece, has become our tradition at the end of 5th grade band with, yes, you guys all know, I know, the Star Wars. And this piece is going to feature an introduction on, performed by the percussion. I don't know, depending on where you're sitting, you might not be able to see all the percussion sections. So can you guys move out a little bit and wave to the audience? They are here. They are here. So the percussion are going to start off this piece, and we'll continue with stars. But I guess I should say a few things first, as this is the last time I'm going to see you this year, probably. First of all, I would like to acknowledge all the 5th graders who made it through the first year of band. It's challenging. I know there's a lot of practice involved, keeping up, and everybody's busy. So how about a round of applause for the students on stage who are still with us? A round of applause for yourself for keeping track of that schedule, a crazy schedule of lessons. finally made it through it. There's a lot of these students are playing next year in band, and I would like to acknowledge them as well. So if you are planning on playing in band and continuing next year, stand up. All the great players, looking forward to working with them in the middle school. And have a seat. So, for those students who are not continuing next year, if you're renting an instrument, at the end of the year, if you want to, I mean, you certainly can keep renting it as long as you want, but if you're looking to return it and end the rental payments, just call Music and Arts, drop off the instrument at one of their stores. I mean, you can call them and tell them to stop the billing, and then drop the instrument off at the store. You can just go to the store and just tell them there. That's fine, if you don't want to keep renting. Those students who are playing next year, if your child really likes playing and really wants to stick with that instrument, you may want to look into buying maybe a used instrument, save some money. For example, let's take the trumpets, for example. Yamaha student trumpet list price is, I want to say it's around $1,000. And we're all renting to own, so once your payments equal that, it'll be yours. But you can buy a used Yamaha trumpet on eBay for around $200 or $300. So not bad. So if you're interested in buying a used instrument to save some money, you can send me an email or check there's information on the band website as well. You can also pay off the rental early. I think they give you like a 30 or 40% discount on the remaining balance if you pay it off early. Or you can just keep renting for a while until you're sure you want to continue. A lot of people just keep renting until the instrument's paid off. That's fine too. These rental instruments are all really quality instruments that can last you all the way through school, for sure. So that's that. And then the other thing I wanted to make sure to tell you all was, if you didn't notice on the table outside, we have the summer band sign-up information. I don't think I've even gotten to talk to most of the students in the band about the summer band, but it was started by my predecessor, David Bresco, about 10 or 15 years ago as a way to help students keep playing over the summer, because it's kind of boring practicing by yourself for months when you don't have a group to play with. So the summer band is just a fun way for students to keep playing over the summer, and also for community members. So it's open to anyone. There's adults in the band, even the beginning band. If any of you play an instrument and want to join your child in the band, there's people who do that too. It's a lot of fun with you. If you still have your instrument, you want to dust it off. The beginning band is the perfect level for 5th and 6th graders. Attendance is not mandatory. Everybody misses a few minutes during the summer. So read through the information sheet on your way out if you didn't pick it up, and if you're interested, you can sign up online. The summer band rehearses at the Mendez School Mondays, starting June 18th, until the concerts at the very end of July. And I believe that's it, except I want to say it's been a really great band this year, as you guys can obviously hear, I hope. And it's been my pleasure working with them and with you, and I'm looking forward to picking up in the fall, unless I see them in the summer band. So thank you very much. We'll play our last piece for you. Band, everybody. Wonderful. Awesome. Now we're going to have a very short transition here as the sixth grade band comes up. The fifth grade has front row seats reserved for the sixth grade band, so please don't go anywhere. The concert will continue in a minute. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Heidi Hoffman, and I was elected the Trimester 3 6th grade band president. We will begin tonight with Happy by Pharrell Williams, which I will conduct. This piece was featured in the movie Despicable Me 2. We will continue with All Star from the band Smash Mouth. You may remember this piece from the movie Shrek. Next, we will perform Crazy Train from Ozzy Osbourne's classic album, The Blizzard of Oz. Finally, we will conclude our performance with The Bottom Line by Mark Williams. Fifth grade students, listen closely, because this piece will feature some low-end instruments you can play next to your middle school band, such as tuba, baritone saxophone, bass clarinet, and tenor saxophone. We hope you enjoy our performance. Thank you very much.
How about another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for that? When's the last time you heard a sixth grade band play Crazy Train? It's been a while. I'll bet. I just wanted to say before we play our last piece for you, always thinking ahead of next year, the fifth graders who are all up front listening here, thinking about upgrading instruments next year. Some of the school instruments that we have, we do these the fundraisers. You may have remembered all my emails about the mattress sale fundraiser. I want to thank you for everyone's support on that. We raised, $2,650 this year. So thank you very much for all your help spreading the word about that. That's going to go towards school instruments, purchasing new or used instruments, and repairing school instruments. But I want to show off to the fifth graders some of the school instruments that you can play next year. On this next piece called The Bottom Line. It's going to feature the bottom line, the low instruments. Fifth graders up to now some of them thought that baritone and the trombone were the lowest instruments. But now you see, you guys hold them up when I call them out, all right? You've got the tuba here right in the front. Heard he was crushing that bass line on Crazy Train a minute ago. And then we also have the bass clarinets. You guys want to hold those up? You don't have to dance, you just hold them up. And then we also have the baritone saxophones, carefully holding those up. That's the baritone saxophones. You can applaud the baritone sax. And we also have the tenor saxophone here. And all these instruments, I believe, are lower than the instruments you guys play in the 5th grade band. These are all, everybody else plays that instrument that's also in the 5th grade band, I believe. Except for a lot of these percussion instruments that you guys are seeing up here. You guys, percussionists, are going to be playing a lot of these instruments next year as well. Yeah, you can apply the percussion section. The heartbeat of the band. Thank you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Again, another great band. It's been a lot of good musicians in this band. It was challenging for me and for them with such a large group at the middle school this year, but they've done a great job. Honestly, I didn't even, I wasn't sure whether they would be able to play Crazy Train for you, and they did a great job on it. It's kind of a difficult piece. And this next one is a little challenging too. So, and the low winds, it's not just the instruments you saw, but also the trombones and baritones who are going to be carrying the melody on this next piece. Is a challenging melody, and they do a great job with it. So the whole band's been great. So thank you very much. Thank you to all the administrators for their support for the programs who are here tonight. Mr. DiGirolamo, Mr. Morrow, Mr. Kyra, Ms. Bennett, and school committee members and everyone who supports the program. Thank you so much. This is, round of applause, please. This is the bottom line.